gonna get set up here a little bit. All right, that microphone should be a little better. Guess we'll try a little mic check here. Check, check, check. Mic check here. Check, check, check. All right. Okay. Just wrapping a few last things up. Looks like we got about 3 hours of recording time. That's good. All right. What are we going to be doing with our stream today? Got about 10 minutes until we need to send Galena back out on her training quest. New stamina potion. Okay. How is everyone doing today? Good meridian. Whether that's AM or PM, whatever part of the world you are in, welcome on in. Our to our afternoon stream here on YouTube. We do a morning stream on twitch.tv. In the morning, we generally take care of a lot of housekeeping, make sure that our quests are going out, make sure that the bots are turned on, make sure that everything is going well, keep up with our spreadsheet as far as gains for the accounts that we have, take a look at market analysis, all that kind of good stuff. Taking a look at all of the, not only the crypto market also, but the NASDAQ and also gold prices and that kind of thing. All that kind of stuff is covered in our morning stream on Twitch. So where did we leave off? Where did we leave things off this morning? So this morning, what we ended up doing is we were interested in kind of pairing up a couple of Gen0s, looking for some of the best possible combinations that we could have for Gen0s. Came over here to DFK Analytics, looking for only Generation Zeros that have warrior mining, specifically with maybe a 2-4% growth stat of strength and endurance. And we got a few of them. We got 21 here. Also, something that I thought that would be interesting for us is to look at the owner, maybe the owner's address at some point, and see here, can we find anyone that we know, or we could perhaps join forces and get some better Gen 1 heroes summoned between, you know, the whole DeFi Kingdoms family, if you want to put us all together. I wonder if some of these people would be willing to rent out their heroes or maybe offer them for a one-time summons. Most of these names here I do not know, never seen them, but of course then a couple of names, Ogre Abroad, I've seen Crypto Grady in one of these lists a little earlier, Frisky Fox. But I'm wondering if there's a way to reach out to these people. It would be kind of nice to be able to send a message to someone based on a wallet address or based on a account name. Of course, we have account names that cannot be duplicated. They have to be unique names. So what I was thinking about doing is reaching out to some of these people and saying, hey, I've noticed you've got this awesome whatever Gen0. I'm hoping to pair it or use it in a pair. How do you feel about that kind of thing? Maybe there's a way that we could get a few different people joined up to get some really good Gen 1 summoned that might not right now be in connection with each other. So how would you go and find out? Like, let's take Crypto Dwayne, for example. If we come over here to DFK chain and just look for Dwayne, can we do so? Search like that? Maybe Dwayne is the wrong one to... Maybe Dwayne's the wrong thing to work out. If we look up Crypto Dwayne, Summoned by Crypto Dwayne a few months ago. So would we have a way? Can I click on this? This looks like it's a summoned by Crypto Dwayne. Are these people even in the game? Can we get access to them in some kind of a way? You know, that might not be their Discord names, right? I remember seeing this name as well on one of those lists. In fact, it might even be on this list right here. Nope, not on that list. One of the previous lists that we were looking at, I remember seeing that name. So this was back in, what, May, I think? Lots of people doing some summons. Lots of these names that I'm recognizing. And Crypto Dwayne, let's come back to that one if I can find that one again. Here you've got a Gen 1 summoned based on 2 of the Gen 0s, a warrior pirate and a thief pirate, both mining. You ended up with a pirate, intelligence luck, mining, 10 of 10. And it's hero ID 2802. You know, one thing I wonder is if we open up this and go to like DeFi Toy, I've already forgotten the number, 2802. Can we look up? Or I guess maybe a better thing to do would just be to come over here, maybe look up another DFK Analytics, link in a new tab. And from here, can we look up a specific hero ID? Well, I guess we can look up pretty close. If we can't get a specific hero ID for IDs and wallets at the same time, you can't. ID and the OX address input. You can't search for IDs and wallets at the same time. But could I do something like 2802? Here's the, the owner is still Crypto Dwayne. So hasn't sold that one at all yet. Let's look at level. We weren't concerned about that a little bit earlier, but let's see if level 5 right now. So I would say that Crypto Dwayne might not even be very active or leveling this stuff up at the moment. Let's also do something a little bit different here. Let's take off active and passive for the filters. Give ourselves a little bit more room up here to work with, and then we should be able to expand this out some. It goes away, which I don't know why. There's our alarm, which let's go ahead and take care of that real quick here. So on the Rock 808B account, DFK3, Rock 808B, here we have got Galena, If we take a look at, let's refresh right here, come into active quests, we should be able to collect this hero, confirm. Let's open up our spreadsheet where we're keeping track of her questing gains. And she's level 4 right now, so see, this is her 11th quest at level 4, and we just added another 148 XP, which is what we've been getting just about all the time. There were a couple of times when we got 158, one time when we got 168. It's mostly 148. And then for the gold, every single time, maybe there's one or two times it was a little bit different, but looks like we were getting 86.48. All right. And then when we recycle this page again, refresh. 9A7A, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I just got on not too long ago. I was a little late getting back. How was your day going? Let's go ahead and now that we've refreshed that page, we should be able to look at our heroes. My hero, see she's got two stamina. So then when we add a stamina potion, which will gain 25 more, 25 stamina, and that should bring her up to 27, and she'll be full and ready to go. See, okay, was afraid my browser wasn't refreshed properly. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I got a little sidetracked there during lunch. Wasn't able to make it back right in time. But here we are. Let's go ahead and get back over to quest list. There are days I'll be waiting for a stream and it never shows. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes that happens, I guess. Maybe we need AIs to take over the streamer category too. That way they're always on stream all the time. So you can view this quest, add a hero, select, uh-oh. She's not full stamina. Let's go ahead and reload this page one more time. Still no. Did using that potion fail? Complete quest. Looks like maybe I didn't use that stamina potion. Yep, still 13 right here. Use potion, select on her, and confirm. Oh, you found out later that you missed the whole thing because it didn't refresh. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, I guess sometimes technology has do weird things. See, gold mining, view the quest, add the hero. She's now got her full 27. Select, continue, and start. So again, she'll go for about 4.5 hours on the quest, but then we'll need to gain 2 additional stamina points, so we're going to have 5 hours and 10 minutes on the clock. So what'll that put us? That'll put us at about 8:20 or so my time, evening. It's not really a great time. I'm gonna need to find out what hours of the day are best to do this. And maybe we're probably looking like 7 a.m. or so to get that first stamina potion of the day sent out rather than waiting till I stream at 9. Because that way, if I do that, and instead of having to come back at 1 a.m., I would be able to come back at 11 p.m. That's a little bit more reasonable for me. So then if we do it at 11 p.m., I will only be missing the 4 a.m., and I'll sleep through that. Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe I'll have to time that just right, so right at the end of the morning stream, we can get her taken care of on stream. Not that that's a too big deal to hand out a stamina potion to a hero on stream. Okay. So that is done. So 9A7A. I just realized I did not get a chance to look up my Decentraland account information at all. And I'm not even sure what to do there. We might want to try this on Thursday after I get a little chance to look around. Decentraland. Wonder if I can get in. Let's just say start exploring. Can I just do this through the browser? Download for Windows, explore on the web. Is that possible? Play with your wallet. I'm not even sure which wallet that would be. It might be DFK 2. Might actually have something for Decentraland in it. In fact, wrong network, switch to Ethereum mainnet. Could make a new wallet even. I could. You are right. Your machine is not using a dedicated graphic card to run Decentraland. This might lead to performance issues, possibly. And it looks like it's trying to get me to perhaps create an avatar. Maybe the thing for me to do is check into this a little bit off stream and find which wallet, because I'm sure I've already got a wallet with a character and all that kind of stuff. And I think I'd like to prefer to use that one. It might even have some mana in it already. So what I would end up doing is like checking the bank as an example on that and looking up the wallet and seeing which of these has some kind of mana. Crystal, Matic, Jewel, Vox. ETH, USDC, BNB, Jewel, WETH. Yeah, I'm not seeing it right off the bat. Maybe even it would be this other wallet here. Let's try this. No, not there either. Yeah, 987 is saying mana is not necessary if you don't want. Yeah, it's not that I care about having mana or not. It's that I want to use the wallet that I've already used, and I thought I had a little mana in the wallet that I already used. So one way to find the wallet that I've already used is find which wallet has the mana. That's the only reason I'm looking for the wallet with the mana, because that would be the wallet that I've already used. Yeah. Okay, but I'm not seeing any of these have mana, so it's probably that maybe I didn't get any, which is very likely. The other way is I would just go through all of my wallet addresses and I would collect. I mean, it's not like, or connect. It's not like I've got a ton of them, right? I think I've only got like 4 wallet addresses that it could possibly be. It's either the Sandbox wallet address that I connected with, it's the DFK1 wallet, it's the DFK2 wallet, DFK3 wallet. I doubt it's the Play to Earn investment wallet. And it's certainly not the 808 giveaway wallet, because I just created that one recently. But it's possibly that one of these DFK wallets originally was, probably this DFK2 wallet was maybe originally a Decentraland thing, and then I just never followed through, and so I converted the Decentraland wallet into a DFK secondary wallet. Anyway, I can look at it a little bit later. Right now, it looks like I'm not seeing which one it is. Yeah. So yeah, 987A. Let's just try for this again on Thursday, and I'll look around a little bit after stream and find out which wallet it was. Should be on the Ethereum mainnet right now. Yeah. The bank has a good way of listing assets. Yes. Yeah, I really do like that way to list. Oh, also, maybe I could show all. Maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe I just need to go and say show all and find, because if I do have mana in one of these, it's probably, see here, look at all this. Lots of tiny, tiny little balances. Let's take a look at this one. Show all. Nope, none of those. Let's take this one. Show all. No, none of those. Okay, man, that's too bad. I had my hopes up there that seeing those tiny balances might show me something with like 1 mana or something. Okay. Well, I guess not. This Matic is Matic on Ethereum, probably. Is that what that is? And then there's Matic on the Matic network, Box on the Box network. I think that's what it is. Yeah, all right, Thursday then. Yes, let's shoot for that. It'll also give me time to do a little bit more of a test ahead of time, which I meant to do yesterday, but wasn't able to do it. All right. Let's get in here and rock and roll. So what we're doing right at the moment is we're checking So Crypto Dwayne has done a few things, a few summons in here that are at least listed back up to January through May, but has probably maybe not even been active since then. And I don't see a way to look, see if that's even a name. Wonder if we could easily, quickly find Crypto Dwayne. Not there. These are server boosters. Probably not a server booster. Heroes. And then we've got a ton of these. One thing I notice is that I don't see a different section for the active heroes, or yeah, active heroes. Do I have a way to? Oh, there's a tiny little, maybe? Can't tell. I guess we're almost at the C's anyway. I don't see a way to pull down a little bar on that side. A lot of people in here. Okay. Crypto, CRY. Yeah, just not seeing it. Degen, Drifter, Egg, and then it goes to Ease. Okay. All right. How else might we go about getting contact information for some of these people owning these Gen0s? We might be able to have some content creators with a little bit larger audience try to piece together some way to do that. See, maybe I'll ask in chat here. Actually, let's get back to this and go to here and say, will we eventually have a way to contact other players, like a message board or something, as in, I would like to reach out to a couple other players to see about renting their Gen0s. Something like that. Let's see. 97A over here saying, I'll have to get in the habit of using the bank to list assets, usually end up using an exchange like Snaps. Yeah, I had been using this exchange also to see what other things are in there. Snaps is a good one, and Rango is another good one to show all of the assets. But it takes a bunch of messing with buttons and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely. Could take a while, but could do a Google search on the name ID of the hero. So I know the game name, at least I know the game name, right? We can find that out. Even through this as an example, we can see that Happy Bee owns this one, and Crypto Dwayne owns that one, and Henry the V owns that one. These are in-game names, just like I have Rock 808B right there. But that's not my Discord name, right? Discord name is just Rock 808. So, of course, you could have a different game name than your Discord name. See, Delta Omega says I started with 1 hero 2, now at 31. Sell once a week. Everything you get questing. Be sure to refill your gas. Buy an okay hero, not the floor, but good class for its profession when you can afford it. Repeat. I want really good workers, so I don't level up a hero until it has 3.0 skill. I don't level up a hero until it has 3.0 skill per level. What the heck? Until it has. Is there a way that you can change that? Oh, maybe until you get that. Like, so I think what he's talking about is here on this, we have a column for growth per class. See where it is here. Class score and maybe class score per level, maybe growth score, something like that. And so you might be looking for a class score or a growth score of something like 3.0, class score per level, maybe. And then you would just want to buy some that are 3.0 or higher. Like right here, we could look, clear all these filters out. I guess just that one. Buy, hero, search. So you've got let's go to columns. And if we look at class score per level, growth score, and we should be able to see something like miners perhaps, or let's go for warrior, mining, search. And then here we can see that we've got some class scores per level, 3.4. And so what's happening here is why is the class score? So here we've got a a warrior. Oh, because the class score is probably based on the stats, not really the profession. Let's see. 9070 says, doesn't DFK have an in-game communication system? I don't think it does. Is there one that I'm just not aware of? Do you know of one? I don't think there is one, right? There's no way that I can send a message to somebody else right now. The bulletin board, of course, is just, the stuff that they're releasing. If the users are on the DFK Discord server, you could DM them knowing most people will shut off. You could DM them knowing most people will shut off. Yeah. Never thought about it before. Yeah. It seems as though it's probably not a thing. Let's see. See if anyone else has replied to me. Started off pretty small. I normally reinvest in Jewel, Crystal, Pool, USDC. I've won a total of 4 heroes and injected about 30 USDT a month. Yeah, I mean, even something putting in a small amount per month will eventually get you some good stuff. So Delta Omega says with about a $30 per month investment over a 5-month period of time. I think this is the same guy who was saying that he's got 31 heroes now. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here's a profession quest list. Let's see. We've got percent chances, 23% chance for a frost floater, 9%. So look, those have 9%. That's pretty good. I was looking at what type of things would need for fishing to get the lantern eye and the iron scale for hatching pets. So we need those two. Foraging and mining. Might get some crystal and jewel from these, but certainly not from these. So here, we're just going to get some fish. We have a little chance for some runes. There is a little chance for some various eggs. Same thing here. We're not getting any crystal or jewel. Gold mining. Gold is a minted asset. It's just going to be minted all the time, I think. You're earning crystal from your lock. Yep, already know that. Okay, very good. Okay. Pull this off here for just a minute. Let's see. France. Let's see. Fran says, hey, still interested in this? Yep. Yes, indeed. I streamed a bit of Fight Club yesterday. Always happy to do more. I do stream on Twitch every morning, 9 a.m. to about 9 a.m. to noon, and afternoon stream on YouTube, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Feel free to drop by anytime. All right. I don't like to share private messages on screen usually. All right, let's see here. So let's take a quick look at what we're doing. We are trying to get access to, I think we can close out this other window right now. So what we're trying to do here is check out some of these Gen0s. That's one thing I also want to do. I need to get in the habit of this, 9A7A, to come into the gaming and hop on the Discord there in Darlanta's Discord. All right. So 97A, not sure if you were paying a lot of attention this morning or not. I know you were AFK for a bit, but we were looking at DFK Analytics site right here, and I was trying to find some Gen0s that would help us get that Pirate Wizard. And also 97A, were you here the other day when I was going through Fight Club stuff, and it turns out that that Posey Titothorax hero that we summoned the other day, you know, we at first were thinking that it was not going to be good for Fight Club. Turns out I kind of like her for Fight Club, even though it turns out that she is not a wizard, or I'm sorry, not a wizard, but that she has a pirate main class and a pirate subclass, and that was the reason. Let me see if I can come over here and recall your memory there. So Posey Titothorax, remember we didn't get a different subclass. And so I was kind of thinking, oh man, that's a bummer, because we want the different subclass that we can have here to supplement some of the abilities. But actually, Cannon Barrage seems to be pretty good. Ice Blast is good, and I'm not sure if we even need something different, although maybe Life Tap would be good, but I don't think we can have Life Tap as a subclass item. It would have to be the main class would have to be a priest, and the only other things that we have there is heal along with Life Tap. I'm not sure if that's what we want. Or maybe a priest pirate would be okay. And then we could keep using the Cannon Barrage a couple of times. Yeah, but I was really happy to see that Posey did turn out to work out, or is working out pretty good for that. Absolutely. Even if not, he's already going to make a good miner. Add her to the growing army that we have. Yeah. And then also, we did a bunch of walkthroughs in Fight Club yesterday. I think I did 3 more tests against an AI, and it looked like it was pretty cool. I think this lineup that we have right here, Posey, Fawn, and Peronis, are going to be really good. They all have a very nice ability that takes 0 meter to do some of their attacks. Cleave and Last Stand do take a meter. It would be really good to be able to get that, but my charge is so low that might not have that ability. But Plunder could possibly help us grab some meter if we needed to. Fran mentioned that he might drop by a little bit later to check out our stream and walk us through some Fight Club stuff as well. Can heroes be trained into skills? Not right now, but I do think that that would be a really cool thing. It would be really nice to be able to customize your hero a little bit more by sending them to school, right? Like, hey, here's this blank slate hero, or maybe you start off with a warrior, but then you send them to archer school, right? So they eventually become an archer. I think that would be really cool as well. I'm not sure if that would really be the best way to play a game, because then it takes off a little bit of the randomness or a bit of this maybe strategy or something to try to breed the perfect classes and gene pool together, right? If you could just go in and take any old hero and say, all right, well, I got this hero that I don't like at all for its current class. Let's go ahead and send them to school for another class. In a way, it would be a little bit more realistic to be able to do that, but might take away some of the strategy and the gameplay from other areas, right? The AI for getting there, it's through Discord. So if you're curious, you could come up to DFK Fight Club's Discord and then run through a little bit. Bolin says, excited to get stomped. Yes. Nice. Very cool. So it looks like Bolin's going to get in on the tournament as well. Very cool. Lots of people talking about that. Very nice. Do we need an invite for this? Let's see. Invite, copy. Paste. I think that right there should be an invite to the Discord server. If you need an invite to Fight Club. And then there's a README first page that steps through a little bit. It's not overly complicated. You'd think skills would be trainable. Yeah, I agree. But that might be a strategy and part of the game. You know, the breeding process. Let's see. And so there's a README that you can get into. I think ultimately you're going to want to choose your 3 characters. Use the play here. Verify. So then click a verify icon that's going to create a wallet for you on their Discord channel. You can then just send a tiny bit of Jewel to it. I think I sent something like 0.001 or something like that to verify the account. And then you can start using your wallet with some Discord commands. $97A, how many heroes do you have these days? We finally scrounged together 6 level 1s. So if I take a look at my account over here, and let's go ahead and do a refresh. and take a look at the heroes based on level. And here we're looking at these 6 heroes right here. We've got an archer wizard, warrior wizard, priest seer. Again, this is the we will be taking on our front lines Cronus, Fawn, and Posey on our front line. But then we've got a couple of others, an archer pirate, warrior priest, so we got a little bit of a priest action there, and a priest seer to get the life tap there as well. Maybe training on the roadmap somewhere. It could be. I don't think their roadmap is quite the same as it used to be, right? We can check that out here real quick. Docs, DeFi Kingdoms. And if we come over here and look at roadmap, DeFi Kingdoms will continue to grow new features and maps and cross-chain expansion. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Let's see. Community, Discord, Twitter app, all that kind of stuff. Heroes and quests. Kingdoms and lands. Buildings. Equipment right here. Player versus player. But I don't see the actual graphical map they used to have. I think because they got off track of that so much, things changed around, that they took it off. Let's see. 97A says, more curiosity than anything. Don't have any heroes. Only do liquidity pooling. Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you see the games that we played the other day? Or do you even want me to roll one back? And give you a quick little run through of it? It's easy enough to do. You can pull up their Discord. Since it's messages on Discord, you can actually come into these battle rooms. I think a room that I was in yesterday was battle room C. And here you can see that as we scroll up a little bit, I guess, Serene. Let's see, here's turn 5 and 2 and 1. Then we have another one for Serene. Maybe I should just do a search for Rock 808. See something like this. And then we can scroll back a little bit here. And so I took Posey, Fawn, and Peronis, which is my main lineup right now. I took them against an AI. Ingar, Montserrat, and Peronis. A couple of other heroes we were looking at earlier. And then you can either look at the text. You think you got on part of it? Okay. Well, I won't go through all the stuff again. You can either look at the text, or of course you can watch a little bit of the video for it. Fawn goes ahead and hits the AI for 75 with Ice Blast. So we see a decent damage amount there. And of course, their front line dies. Their second in line comes up to front, deals 33 damage to our side, and so on, right? I won't run through the whole thing, but so it does provide a little bit of a graphics. You can kind of see all that stuff happening, and then you can click on the grayed out words to kind of read all the things that were happening there too, right? And it was pretty cool. So I ran through a couple of those on stream yesterday, and I'm hoping to have a video out pretty soon. I meant to do it earlier, that has a bunch of turns and stuff like that shown to kind of help promote this. Got you on record? Absolutely. All right. Oh, 9A7A. I don't know if you have a little bit of time to do this if you wanted to, but in the DeFi Kingdoms section of the Darlantis Discord for our 808 fam, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to vote on some of these things yet. We've got a little bit of voting going on here. In Fight Club, do you know who you're up against ahead of time? I think possibly so. I'm not sure if we are going to know too much ahead of time for the tournament, if that's what you're talking about. You can kind of, if you're just trying to play around a little bit, you can ask or you can challenge someone in the Discord. And then you kind of know who you're playing in that particular case. I think for the tournament, there's going to be a little bit of randomization in the seating chart, like where people are sitting in the tournament. Single elimination bracket. So, you know, you've got something like this. And maybe I think it's, yeah. So I think it's going to be kind of randomized or where we go on that chart. And so you'll kind of have a good idea. Once the chart is out, you'll be able to see, all right, I'm going up against this person, and then we've got this other person, and then we've got this other person. So we should be able to see it a little bit in advance. And also, I guess if you're asking for that reason to see if you could see a little bit more about how they play, yeah, absolutely. One thing that you could do in the Fight Club Discord is you can roll back. So here's a battle between Benforce and AI. So we can see Benforce, we can see their frontline, mid, and back level ones that they're taking in there, and you can see then not only how they play, but you could also see what they're thinking about for their level 1 heroes that they're planning to bring in. And then you could just watch their stuff as well. I'm not sure that I'm interested in taking the time to do that or try to recognize all the different players necessarily, but strategically, yeah, that would be something that you would want to do. I think that's what, like, a lot of fighters do. They'll study the moves and tactics of other fighters for like MMA and boxing and all this kind of stuff. And eventually, though, those top level players probably would do a little bit more to study the moves, and not only the moves, but the heroes and the combinations that their opponents would take into battle. So if you're trying to outsmart them strategically, another thing to do would be to have a wide variety of heroes that you play with and not just lock yourself into a couple. Right? That way you keep your opponent off guard a little bit about which heroes you might actually use in any particular game. Let's see, you're saying you're just wondering if someone could use the AI records to prep them. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're talking about right here. So, yep, you can come back here, you can look, and sometimes it's not even the AI prep. I learned actually quite a bit by coming back and looking at some of the other people doing things. Like maybe it's this one right here. Let's roll back. Oh yeah, here's maybe Corey and Franz are playing against each other here. Let's take a look. Yeah, Franz and Corey are playing against each other with level 1s, right? And so this one was really interesting to me to see some top level players, because I know that both of them came in right at the top for the last tournament with level, with the level 10s and higher that they were bringing in. So now to see them play level 1s, it was kind of interesting. and also to watch and to look at what they're bringing in. So that's something else that I was looking at, is what are these players bringing in? Well, it looks like they're bringing in a warrior archer, an archer seer, I think that is, and I'm not sure about blitz, but then a subclass of an archer. Here we've got a warrior archer as well. I think a lightning strike is I think lightning strike attuned, you might either be a monk or a sage perhaps, and then a wizard ice blast, and then of course also an archer right here. So very interesting what they're bringing in. They're not bringing in anything more special than what I've got, or we, if we want to call ourselves the community. And of course everybody's level 1, so how do you play that out? And as we come over here to turn 3 is just an example. We can see that France has a lot of damage on him right now. Corey comes in, does some damage. Fran attacks back for 70 on the midline right there. Then the normal attacks go 37 points on a couple of these. So you can kind of see how they're playing and what type of strategy they're using there, right? So we take a look a little bit closer. So Corey uses Last Stand, gains 25 damage. Franz uses Aimed Shot, which hits their mid-center line. And then, of course, the normal attacks do 55 and 37 or something respectively. All right? So, yeah, kind of interesting to see how they were playing those. Wonder if the code for that II is open source, so you could make a private server for practice. You might be able to. I'm not sure if it would be open source. It seems like something that they would have programmed in-house for themselves and probably wouldn't want to share that necessarily. Of course, somebody could follow the game close enough and maybe make a their own rendition of it, perhaps, and practice in private if you wanted other people to not see your moves. There could be some strategy to that. I'm not really overly concerned, though, about other people seeing me play. I'm not sure if I told you, I've got a trip that I need to go to out of town this coming weekend. We're going to leave at noon on Friday, and that, of course, is when the tournament starts, is on Friday. So I'm going to need to find out if I can get my first turn in before I leave for Friday, before I leave for that trip. And then I expect to not be able to play anymore. I'll have to forfeit everything the next turns if I actually win that first battle. However, it is on Discord, and one of the things that somebody was saying the other day is because it's on Discord, you could actually play on your phone. So, I mean, possibly, if I get a little chance to, either if I'm not actually driving, if my hands aren't on the wheel myself, or if we could pull off to the side of the road for a few minutes, maybe I could schedule or take a turn while we're actually driving, maybe. But I'm not overly, I don't feel an overbearing need to win. I am pretty sure that there's so many other more skilled players out there that have played a lot longer that they will probably take the first place in the tournament. But I think it'll just be fun to be part of the community and part of the hype and the celebration of, hey, here's this tournament. So that's really the main thing I'm getting into for it. But yeah, it sounds fun. I also thought I would do a couple of videos maybe to help people. So that's what we were doing yesterday a bit, is just trying to get some content for some videos for the tournaments as well. All right. Let's get back here and take a look at some of these Gen 0s. That could make it a challenge. Yeah, that is going to make it a challenge. So for the Gen 0s, I'm looking to find who out there I might be able to encourage to let me rent a couple of their Gen 0s. Like, in other words, not even have one of these Gen 0s available to me, but maybe I can combine two Gen 0s together that other people own both of them. And maybe I can kind of pay them off together to do a summons. And something else that I thought about, 987A, I'm not sure if you were paying a lot of attention this morning when I was looking at this as well, is, this site right here, if we clear some of these things, like if we take off the growth stats, if we take off the fact that we have mining and warrior, and just look at the Gen 0s, we can do a search just for all the Gen 0s that are out there. Oh, do I still have something? This says 517. Oh, I'm sorting based on owner. Sort based on ID. A version of Rock to take over for the weekend. There you go. Absolutely right. Fight Club on control screen in car. Car does the fighting. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. So for this, we've got a total of, I think, 2,000 something Gen 0 heroes overall. Let's see if I can get down to the bottom. Should be a little scroll thing right here. Yeah. 2,453 Gen 0s exist in the game. And this list has a name by all of these, right? So we can see who owns each one of these. Yesterday or the day before, we were talking about finding out what player owns the most Gen 0s. And you could actually use this to see who owns the most of them. And of course, here we see Frisky Fox, we see Faulty Poker, a couple of names that I know. Frisky Fox owns another one. A lot of these names I've never heard of before. There's Crypto Grady. Let's see here. But the point is that if we wanted to see which player owns the most Gen 0s, we could. And if we wanted to also see who might have some of the more interesting Gen 0s we can pair up, that could be kind of interesting also. If we click based on owner, sort on owner, and we can a little bit more easily, in at least this chart, see 7P Chad owns quite a few of those. 993K owns quite a few. It's a low-key IO. Yeah. I actually thought there'd be less than 2,400 or so. I didn't know there would be that many Gen 0s out there. But that is a pretty extensive pool. Yeah, some hero whales out there for sure. Also, when looking at this, we have to keep in mind, just like I have multiple accounts, multiple wallets with potentially Gen 0s in those different wallets, other people could as well, right? So if we come down here and scroll down to me, I've got Rock 808, Rock 808. There's one of mine in Rock 808B and one of mine in Rock 808 Test. And of course, fortunately, I guess you could say, all of my accounts have Rock 808 in it, and we can easily see the 4 Gen 0s that I own here. But you wouldn't have to necessarily have your account names name something similar, right? So different people could have maybe radically different account names. Can you export that to a spreadsheet? I don't know. There might be a way to do it. It wouldn't surprise me if we scroll down to the bottom. I don't see anything there. We scroll up to the top. Oh yeah, there is an export. Download CVS or print. Yeah, we could download it to comma separated values, a CVS file, and then pull that into a spreadsheet. I might ask, why you'd want to pull it into a spreadsheet. There are a lot of things we can do with the filters here, but I do want to export this into comma separated values because one of the things that I would like to do, rather than count these things up manually, there's easy ways that I could write a little script to find out, like how many heroes instantly, or who owns the most right away. Something else that we could do here, of course, is look for specifics. Like remember when we were looking for warrior wizards the other day, we could very easily look for Gen 0 warriors with wizards and see who owns those Gen 0 warriors and wizards. And if we do a search for that, then we get only 37. That's still quite a few warrior wizard combinations. The problem is, how do we reach out to these people? And that's why I was kind of hoping for a way that we could write messages in the game. Are these people even still active, right? There might be some names that we know. I think not Ogre owned one of these, but I guess not. Look at that. Crypto Grady doesn't even own one. Purple Onion, I know that name, so I could hunt her down, see if she'd be willing to do something. Maybe I could hunt down somebody else and say, hey, y'all mind doing a little thing and letting us use your Gen 0s for something? But if we were to take these Gen 0s and kind of put them together, especially if we were looking for mining. So now let's come over here and look at a profession where we wanted mining, let's say. Nobel, good meridian. How are you doing? Welcome on in. So now when we start to get down to warrior wizards with mining professions, we're down to 8. I think some people might say, why do you care about professions so much? And maybe we don't want to. Maybe we want to find more possibilities for matching up some of these active passives, which is all the rage right now. But these might be some of the best ones. I don't think we want to use this one by Thorol, Hero ID number 7. Because Hero IDs number 1 through 19, of course, are supposed to be tainted. They've got those transcendent abilities right off the bat, and Gen 0s are not supposed to have that. Nobel here says, doing great. How about you? I'm doing fine. Doing good. We're just kind of looking around at how we can find owners of some of these Gen0s. So I'm using DFK Analytics to find Gen0s that we might like to pair up. And then I'm looking at their owners, their game names, and see, do I know any of these people? I do know Purple Onion. Well, I know she's on Discord. And it might be kind of fun to find those. So one of my examples was if we were to get hero ID 268 and 832. So $268 and $832, if we were able to find those people who own those two Gen0s, Gen0 rare, Gen0 rare, warrior mining, warrior mining. And then we scroll down for those, we can actually see summoning chances to get warriors 72%, 85% for mining. So this is almost a guarantee if we can get these couple of people to spin up some Gen 1s for us. I mean, that might be the way to go. End up paying a couple of people to use those Gen0s to get just the perfect Gen 1s that you want. And for things like Crypto Grady and all these other people, Mosh and Starbuck and so on, that are trying to get these active passives, 987 says there's a baggers on the DFK Discord listing. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so that would be another way. And some people might be able to be found through their game name, might be the same as their Discord name. That, of course, would make it easy to do. Might be interesting also to see, let's see, Gen0s. Maybe with some kind of active of some kind of advanced, elite, or transcendent. Let's search for that. Are there none? Am I doing this wrong? I don't think there are supposed to be any Gen0s that have any of the advanced, elite, and transcendent. But I thought there were some from IDs 1 through 19 that did. I suppose it's possible that they don't. Let's take a look for active 2. And do a search there. See, here we go. So we see active 2 has elite right there. And for this Gen0, and I'm pretty sure that these are not supposed to have elites. And of course, notice both of these are hero IDs, Gen0s under number 19. 19 or less should be the only ones that have that quote problem. Let's look for passive 1. And there's nobody with passive 1. Purple Onion on there too, absolutely. And Purple Onion's definitely seen her around right off. In fact, Purple Onion even has a YouTube channel, I think. And I think she does videos every now and then. Not very often, though. Let's search here. Wow, so no advanced level skills or elite or transcendent on any of those other Gen 0s either. Interesting. Let's see. Nobel works hard. Hard works pay off with speedrunning now. 97. What does that mean, Nobel? Hard works pay off with speedrunning. So does that mean that hard work pays off? But you got to work hard with speedrunning? Oh, you are... I think what you're saying is that you are number 97 in the top 1,000, right? You're ranked number 97. Is that what that means? Wow. 97 on the leaderboard? Yeah, it's 97A is asking. That's pretty good if that's what you mean, and I think it is. I think that is what you mean. Let's take a look at all generations that might have transcendent somewhere. Do we have anybody that has a transcendent? Look at these. There are quite a few. So we know a few of these people, or we should know a few of these people. I think Mosh has some. Of course, if their game name is the same or not, that we don't necessarily know. There's Justice Beaver. Mosh was the previous owner for that. Mr. Zipper has one. Raspberry Swirl, I remember that name, maybe from Discord somewhere. Xeno. See, Xeno, I wonder if that's like the game name for somebody like Mosh or something like that. That would really be into these elites, because that's quite a few transcendents. That's 95 transcendents. 95 heroes with the transcendent. Some of these, though, I think are not valid, right? So the problem that we have here is we need to make sure to go and look and see what the lineage of some of these things were. What would really be nice is if the owners of some of these sites, like DFK Analytics and so on, if they would actually put another little mark somewhere, maybe another column or something that says that is, you know, tainted or something like that. If anywhere in, like if the hero has a lineage of one of those heroes from numbers 1 through 19, let's have a mark that shows that, right? That would be kind of good, because those heroes are going to be problematic. Let's see here. And Bo says, yeah, on the leaderboard. Sorry for my English grammatica. Oh, don't worry about that, Nobel. We figured it out. Let's see. Yeah, I hope I can keep it till the end of the season. How many weeks left? There's 27 days. It's about a month. And hopefully you can do it. I mean, if you're able to do it now after a lot of hard work, then, you know, I think that's still very possible. I mean, you're in the top 100 now. Oh, my goodness. That's very good. So I think the other thing that we want to check is DFK ing. So if you go to DFK ing DFK.co, they give you maybe an analyzer. Is that where you can see this, or something? Can I drop a wallet address in here? Let's drop a wallet address in and see what we can get out of that. So here we can see that we've got, it's going to analyze matching dominant recessive 1 genes for those heroes. Looks like it's only going to show a few per page, perhaps. Wonder if there's a way to see more per page. Also wonder if there's a way we can change the columns. There's our generations. And then it looks like there's more stuff over here. There we go. Don't care about that. Let's see. I'm not sure. I see a way. Oh, here it is. The bar. So we've got a couple of basics. Could do a advanced too. That's interesting. Can see what kind of heroes I've got with advanced abilities. I was never looking at that before, but it looks like we do have a couple with some various advanced stuff. I think advanced 1 and 2 would go together. Advanced 1 and 2 could go together. So if we did that, what are we looking at there for those top 3? Looking at pairing a warrior with a priest or a knight. I don't think a warrior, let's see. Warrior with a knight could get a paladin. Priest would need a monk. So, where was I getting those things from? Priest, knight. Really what we're looking at is archer, warrior, priest, and those things aren't going to pair up very well. Professions is all over the place. Yeah, no, Bella, hopefully you'll be able to stay in that top 100. How many hours are you putting into this? Are you keeping track of how many hours? Bravos Labs, yo, Rock, would you mind helping a fellow member of your audience? Of course not. What do you need, Bravos Labs? What can I do for you today? So I kind of wanted to look at, like, maybe if we click one of these genes and genes there. You know, it would be kind of nice if you could actually have pictures of what these things were, the Minotaur tails, the Kitsune tails, and so on. That would be kind of cool. Sales history. Oh, wow. Sales history. In US dollars? What is this that we're looking at? What's 0123? It can't be US dollars. Maybe it's what it's worth now. What it sold for then. What I bought it for at that time. I think that's what that is. So price in crystal and then price in US dollars. Is this the price that it was at that time or the price that it is now? I wonder. Let's see. Nobel says I'm about 3 to 4 hours a day playing, both watching your stream and YouTube. I think 6. Ah, interesting. Because you're playing while you're listening to us in the background. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't want us distracting you too much, but yeah, it's not necessarily too bad. The prizes are going to be pretty high for those things, right? Yeah, Bravo saying that's a lot of time. It is. I'm thinking about the dollars per hour that, you know, you're talking about play to earn and stuff like this. Well, man, that's a lot of playing time to earn that bit of money. But I'm free from work, so I've got the time. Yeah, if you have the time, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, I think. And if you're having fun, I think that's an important thing too. I think if it's a grind that you're not enjoying, that still might feel a lot like a 9-to-5 work job. That's like, oh no, I got to get up and do this. There was a couple of those experiences in Sandbox last season that I kind of felt like that, which was whatever the one was with the city, and it had a whole bunch of parkour in it, and you started off with the rats in the little cage. You were in a cage and you ran across some rats in a sewer at first. I forget which one that one was, but man, that felt like a grind. Had to get up to the meta dungeon. That's it. I had blocked it from my brain. I had blocked that name from my brain. Just shut down. Let's see. Bravo says, and Rock, the thing is, I want to buy one asset from Sandbox Market, but I don't have the amount of funds in ETH chain. I was wondering if you could buy it from me. If I could buy it for you, from you. I don't have a lot right now, Bravo. So we can take a look at my wallets, and we can kind of see. But right now, at this moment, I've got pretty much all of my funds locked up in the liquidity pools and heroes and stuff like that. We can take a look, and I wouldn't mind helping you out if I can. Let's see. I will send you the funds and Harmony, Polychain, and Vance, of course. Yeah, I'm not worried about you running off with anything necessarily. I'm just not sure if I actually have those funds. And so something else though I'll ask is if you have the funds right now in advance, why can't you move those over? Why can't you do a bridge and bridge those over to the appropriate chain? Let me read this again. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. The thing is, I want to buy one asset from the Sandbox Marketplace, but I don't have the amount of funds in the Ethereum chain. And I would say, well, if you have the funds that you can send to me now on Polygon chain, why not just bridge those over to the Ethereum chain? I was wondering if you could buy it for me. You said from, I think, but I think you mean buy it for you. And then you can send the funds. So here's part of the issue, and that is, like I said, I don't think I have a lot on the Ethereum blockchain myself. I've got a small amount, and I don't know what Ethereum gas prices have. Have Ethereum gas prices come down? We can check to see what we've got, but I have a feeling that it would be, it wouldn't be saving a lot. I guess I would then buy it on the Ethereum blockchain and just transfer it to you also on the Ethereum blockchain. So this is an asset that right now is on the Ethereum blockchain still for Sandbox. You know those things are going to get moved over. All the assets on the Ethereum blockchain, you know they're coming to the Polygon blockchain on Sandbox like soon, right? I don't know how soon is soon. I think by the end of this year, at least, but maybe even sooner than that. I've been out of the Sandbox loop for a while now. Let's see. Nobel says they made that much, much better. I suppose you mean the Meta Dungeon, Nobel? Is Meta Dungeon in Alpha 3 this time right now also? And you're saying that they fixed that issue or fixed some of the Meta Dungeon stuff? It's like 26 Sand, Bravo Slab says. The bridge fee is way high. I see. I'd pay the gas fee. Yep. I need the asset for the Ragnarok Jam, which ends in about 2 or 3 days. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Well, we can take a look. I mean, I don't mind helping you out, man. Let's take a look and see what I got. So I have some Ethereum. I've got $69 of Ethereum value, which is 0.0512 Ethereum, right? So I've got 0.015 Ethereum, which is $69. And what I'm worried about is $69 is about the cost of gas, like one transaction of gas, the last I knew. So, is that something that we're going to be able to do? Nobel says, yeah, it's in the asset and they make big improvements. Okay, very cool. Glad to hear that. What, Nobel, what are some of the biggest improvements that you've seen for that specific one, since I'm familiar with the Meta Dungeon? What would you call like the 1 or 2 major improvements for that? So let's see. Bravos. I think you have something in OpenSea that you want me to grab. Is that right? So if we come over to maybe crypto in general, we should be able to go to OpenSea. I can connect my wallet. And let's see, that's on the Ethereum chain. So let's go over to next, connect, Ethereum. So I've got $69.05 ETH. Let's see. Overall, some experiences are currently unplayable. They messed up some animations, the most noticeable being the jump animation. Oh yeah, I was watching a little bit of Sandbox stream earlier today, and I think something was mentioned about a jump, maybe the height of the jump was a little messed up and you were not able to jump quite as high. It's a known bug and they were working on it. Yeah, something like that. It's actually in the Sandbox Marketplace. Directly search for the Ragnarok drop. Okay, something like go into here. And the marketplace. How do I exit out of that? Let's see. Search for Ragnarok. And something like Baphomet. Let's see if I'm doing what you're saying here. Search for the Ragnarok drop Baphomet. Maybe you really want BAPHOMET search for. This thing right here. A Baphomet Jr. So here's part of the issue. Bravo. I think I'm going to need sand, which means I'm going to need to do a transaction to convert some Ethereum into sand. And then I need to do another, so that would take one transaction. And then I would need to do another transaction to buy this in sand. And then I would need to do a third transaction to transfer that to you. And that's at least 3 if there's not more transactions like approving something or doing something else. And so if I've got let's see, if I've got $69 or 0.05 ETH and this item costs 26, that's going to be about half of that, which is going to leave $30. So if this is 26, it's going to leave about $33 left for 3 transactions. So, and maybe more. So are you saying, or I guess what we would have to have is each Ethereum transaction would have to be less than $11 each. Right? Let's see, Bravo says, I'm not asking you to do it right now, but would appreciate if you wait for the gas to go a little lower and then just send me a screenshot of the gas fees. Yeah, I wouldn't, well, I wouldn't even need to send you a screenshot. I could, but you could just look on the blockchain. I think, so I know that we could look around here for like ETH gas watch. There used to be a really good one. I'm not sure if this is it. This looks a little sketchy to me. I haven't used a lot of XYZ things. Use Web3. So here we see OpenSea sales. Is this right, guys? I mean, I haven't done transactions on Ethereum blockchain for a while. Is this saying that transactions on Ethereum right now are averaging about just $1 each? Uniswap transactions are about $4. So, and we would need to swap some of that out. Let's see how much it would be to make the first transaction. These swap. So one of the things that I'm thinking of, let's see how much the first transaction swapping. The gas is way lower now. Okay, we can take a look. So if I go to, let's just use Sandbox's preferred method. Can we put that in a cart as an example? Oh, it's been removed from the cart now. Put it in the cart. And then go to the cart. And I'm going to click on buy now. MetaMask. Oh. I've got to create an account and all that kind of thing for this. Hmm. I think we can just look for Sandbox assets, collections. I do Sandbox here. This thing. Let's see. A bunch of these things were transferred to people. Kamasazi, Touche got a few. Like none of them were ever sold though. No one's ever bought one. Nobody's actually ever bought one. They were all just given them. Let's see. Oh, so we're not going to be able to go and buy them on OpenSea. We're going to have to buy them through the Sandbox Marketplace. Let's see here. Search. We search. They get transferred when you buy it from the Sandbox Marketplace. Yeah. All right. I'll have to look into it a little bit later. But my real big question is going to be, I'm not sure if like if gas fees are still fairly high, if that's going to be, you're going to have to pay 3 times if you're talking about paying me back for gas fees as an example, I'm gonna have to at least make 3 transactions. Yeah, you're not too big of a bother, Bravo. I'm just kind of thinking I'm gonna have to make 3 transactions myself to get some amount of sand. I guess to get 26 of that converted into sand. If we do like a Uniswap as an example, let's see, we'd probably go to crypto in general, and then Uniswap, and then let's try to launch the app and connect wallet. And then our Ethereum here, and if we say select token, we want sandbox token, and we want to have what, 26 sand, is that it? That is right, correct? A little bit more, let's say 27 sand. And then we can say swap. And it looks like it's probably only going to cost about $3 for the fee, right? Let's see. If you time it properly, yeah. There was a site a while back that had a really good Ethereum gas price watch. Is this it right here? This is what I was looking for right here. So today is Wednesday, I think. Tuesday, October the Tuesday. So somewhere right in here. So we should be looking pretty good for way right now even, huh? So this is 5. There's 13. There's 4. There's 3. There's 2. So this is much better than we had when I was last looking at this. It's a lot better GUI prices. High is 24s and 26s. We should be able to get something maybe around 5 GUI. I would say I don't need to get absolutely the lowest. We're sure paying me back anyway, so doesn't really matter too much, except we want to pay, I would say maybe 5 or less. Does that sound about right, Bravo Slab? Since you are paying me back, I don't want to go for something too high anyway. But maybe 5 GUI, or should we try to shoot for something like 2 or 3? Looks like 2 or 3 might not necessarily be what we find in a couple of days. But I would say 5 or less could be good to shoot for. I don't think you want to wait till Sunday, right? It's Tuesday now. You said you've got a few days, so maybe by Friday. If we waited till Saturday, it's low, but I think you want it before that, right? Try to swap in MetaMask tab directly. I think that would be bad. I think the prices in MetaMask are actually a bit higher, and I'm not sure how I would really do that. I guess with the swap. Smart transactions are here. Yeah, sure. So if we swapped from Ethereum to Sand token, what are the advanced options? Low slippage, smart transactions, and we want what, like 0.01? How can we tell how much sand we're getting for that? It says $13 there, but I mean, I need to know that I'm actually getting 27 sand. Not sure I can see that right there. I really need the asset before October 6th. Yep, as I said, you could appreciate if you keep transactions at $1 or $2. Yeah, we could try to do something like that. So if you're just talking about transaction fee of $1 or $2, that's like going to be pretty low. That's going to be pretty hard to do, I think. I mean, this transaction right here is looking like a $3 transaction, right? $27. We're going to say swap. If that is the network fee for the entire transaction, then that would be pretty good. I might be able to just barely squeeze it in. But like I said, I'm going to have to do several transactions, I think, to make that happen. And it seems that it might be easier for you just to get it in there yourself, right? Rather than having to pay me 3 or 4 times. I wonder if we used, for example, DFK, right? So DFK is a let's come over here to the DFK chain. And come to their bridge tokens. And so if you had something in, let's say, the Polygon network, right? You got Polygon networks, something here. And if you had like a USDC value in or Matic on the Polygon network, and you wanted to swap that over to, I guess this wouldn't let you do it right there. What about USDC to USDC? So if we had like $30 as an example, and you want to bridge that from Polygon to Ethereum mainnet, I guess I don't have any, so I can't approve the bridge to see the price of the transaction. I've got a little bit of Matic. So let's get some USDC and let's just see if that's gonna be something that we could do here. Because I can't imagine that the bridge fee is going to be too expensive. We can look at it. we need to get back to DFK mainnet. And then if we were to go to the tavern, not tavern, marketplace. Bridge fee is sitting at 20 bucks. See, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Tell you what, let me do this here. Come to another account, maybe like DFK3. Do I have USDC and DFK3 account already? No. Let's see. All right, let's take. We have some crystal. Let's say 10 crystal, change that to USDC. Yeah, we can add that to our MetaMask just in case it's not already there. All right, then let's go back to bridge tokens. Oh, we got to refresh this, I think. All right, so we got 2.66. So it looks like the bridge fee is just going to be $1. If you're doing something like that here. I mean, different bridges might have different fees for things. Oops, I didn't mean to do Harmony. I meant to do Ethereum. Ah, there we go. That's the problem right there. Yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, $30 USDC for bridge fee. Dang. That's rough. Yeah. Yep. No, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I guess I don't want to, I've got a tiny little bit available to myself on the Ethereum mainnet. And, you know, kind of just like you, I don't want to do anything with it. And I want to have it there available in case I need it for something. For $60, it's not a lot. Sorry to disturb your peace now. You're all good, man. You're all good. Let's see. Well, we could try to do, let me do a little wrangling here. What about here? Tell you what, let's try this. Can I come into here? Can we buy that right now? Oops, add it to the cart. Buy now. Sign in, I guess. What's going on here? Oh, do I need to be, am I not on the proper network? Maybe that's it. Let's get on the proper network for Ethereum network. Sandbox, Ethereum, sign in. What is going on here? Polygon? Sandbox, connect. All right, so there we go. So let's try to buy now. And see what it says. We have to add sand to our wallet. Quick swap. I think quick swap is only for Polygon network. And we probably want to be doing this on the Ethereum network with Uniswap. So catch up in chat here. You can send me the sand to my ETH wallet, and that would save some gas. I mean, technically, I could just send you the Ethereum and let you do the whole thing, right? So I could send you a certain amount of Ethereum and just let you handle the whole thing. You spend whatever gas you need, and you just give me the equivalent of Ethereum back, right? Maybe that would be the better way to do it. See, we don't want to be on Polygon. We want to be on Ethereum network. Switch networks. Next. And so if we try to swap over to sand tokens for 27 sand, Okay, so let's see. I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to swap this out here, if that makes sense to you. We can send 27 sand, or maybe what I'll do is I'll just send point. Well, if I send you the ETH and the ETH changes, you might not actually have enough Ethereum to do sand, right? So it's better if I sent you, it's better if I did the swap here and then just sent you specifically the sand. I think that would be a little bit more accurate, right? I think the price is going to be about $2 right now. Yeah, so it'll be at least 2 transactions. It'll be me swapping Ethereum for sand, and then it will be me transferring sand over to you. Say again, dude, I hate to be such a burden in stream. No, man, you know me, and I like to help people out, and as part of one of the things I do on my stream is provide myself or make myself available to help people out. So you might remember from months and months ago, I would spend a lot of time helping people step through various things. So this is exactly the type of thing that I do. Yeah. All right. So you're saying wait until the gas prices come down. Let me just double check what you're actually trying to get at here. You're saying let's just wait for the gas to be at $2 if not lower. So you're saying right here, this $2.30 or $2.50, that's still more than you want. You want this to wait even longer. I guess we can do that. Right now, I guess we're somewhere right around in here, Tuesday, 14 way. But we are coming up to a time in a couple of hours, I guess. So I guess in about 1, 2, 3 more hours, we have, at least according to this, we might have some lower opportunity. So I can check back. And you are confirming $1.50 to $2 would be ideal. All right. Sounds good. So I'll check back at a little after 6 o'clock, a little after 7 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock, and we will see what those things are like. Should I send you my wallet address over Discord now? Yeah, if you want to, man. You know I'll be streaming tomorrow and the next day, so if you want to wait for that or whatever. But yeah, as soon as I have it, I could send it to you. The wallet, if you're going to send me the equivalent in return, let's make sure that you use a good wallet for me as well. And I don't know what you're going to send to me directly. If you're going to send Ethereum or Sand or Matic or whatever. I guess since I'm doing a lot of DeFi Kingdom stuff, if you've got some DFK tokens, Crystal or Jewel or something like that, that would be the best thing. Other than that, I would say let's send it to this wallet. You might even pay with the hero if you're down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you wanna do that. So yeah, if you're on Discord and you've got stuff there, let me move over our Discord stuff to the other screen, and I think I've got you listed in here somewhere. Although I'm not really sure what your Discord name is right off the bat. Let's see. There it is. That would be the wallet. Should have just sent you a message on Discord. And then, yeah, if you just want to send me a transaction ID, whenever you've done that, and then we'll just wait here for $1.50, $2, something like that. You got a Gen 2 Uncommon Thief Miner. Gen 2 Uncommon Thief Miner. Sure, man. A Gen 1 Common Thief Miner. I would say just pick something out. Just pick out something that you feel is adequate. And yeah, you can send it to, if you're going to be sending a hero though, let me give you a different wallet address. No, that is the right wallet address. Go ahead and send it to the one I sent you in Discord. And then I can put it where I want it to go. Other than that, we're going to come back and we're going to take a look. Ooh, there's $2.12. That's getting close. It is a DFK chain wallet, but it doesn't really matter. Yes, DFK chain is fine, but it is just it's a Ethereum wallet address. So as long as you're sending that hero to that address, it doesn't really matter what chain. I mean, your hero is probably on DFK chain, right? Your hero is on DFK chain, and so you'll send it to that wallet address on DFK chain. It's fine, yeah. If your hero is on the Harmony blockchain, though, I mean, I can bridge it over myself. But yeah, that would be. But those are the only two places that a DFK hero would be. $2.36 for that one. You know, here we're waiting on the 30-cent difference. I don't know what Ethereum is doing right now, but if Ethereum is rising in price right now, we might actually be getting into more expensive territory. Oh, also, something else, I guess, before you send off a hero, we are noticing here that sand is $23, and right now, a uncommon thief miner is probably worth about $9 or $10, right? Not that I want to nitpick that, but if we do want to come and take a look a little bit more. Yeah, send me the hero IDs check, sure. $2.68. I wonder how much, if we do a control C and copy this, if we get into here and look at DFK chain, DFK3, go to the trader, marketplace, and we look at Ethereum, into crystal. It looks like it's going to be about 86 crystal worth of value. If we do some quick math on that, by the way, it's coming up to here and looking at crystal. Crystal looks like it's 26.77 cents. So 86 times 2766, or is it 2677? I don't know if that really matters too much. 26. $6.8 as an example. And we're talking about $22, almost $23 worth of value for that. 86 crystal, it's about $23, which is what we are just about to send over here for this one. And most of those floor heroes, of course, are not worth 86 crystal. So what we might do, might be better just to send the crystal equivalent. And I can take the time to pick out a more adequate hero or something, or maybe I'll invest that back into a liquidity pool. Let's see, let's get back to Ethereum. And look at this account here. Sand tokens. We're going to do 27. $2.04. $2.04. We're getting close, I guess. So, Bravo, one thing that I guess I should ask you right now is, let's confirm at this moment, if this thing gets down to $2 or less than $2 for this network fee, I'm just going to pull the trigger and click on confirm, right? That's what you going to go for? I mean, it's changing a little bit in here, so I don't want to take a lot of time to confirm that later on. Plus, I think the stream is delayed a few minutes. 1.8, give it a go. I think you mean $1.80 and just let it run. Okay. And Bravo's saying, let's get back to DFK, man. We got time. Yeah, we do. We got a couple hours. I was about to go eat dinner, though. It's a little after 5:30 my time. And if we're so close, if we're really close to getting it right here, then in a way, I just like to finish this, get it taken care of. There's $1.93. Yeah, we might get there really quick. Then it can just be taken care of and handled. Yeah, so we get about $23 worth for that. Price for the sand. Although I'm actually, looks like I'm probably spending a little bit more. I guess plus with the transactions, it'll actually be more, right? So the 27 sand is 23, but with the network fees and all this, it'll end up being more, a little bit more of that cost. We'll get it all worked out. $1.90, getting close. You expect like 28, 27, 28. Yeah, probably that'll be about right. Oh, there we go. $1.78, confirm. And then we've got total is, oh, gas is $3 for this. What? Hold on. What's going on here? Why did that jump up to $3? Can we do low? So, Bravo, looks like as soon as I hit that, we now have gas estimates of $3.40. What are you thinking about that? Reject and refresh. Well, I mean, it's refreshing right now every couple of seconds. $3.73. $3.39. So my feeling is that Uniswap estimated a gas fee that's quite a bit lower than what we're seeing here in MetaMask. I'm not sure if there's a transaction fee that MetaMask adds on top of that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in a way, right? Doesn't MetaMask add an additional fee on top of things just because they're trying to get some money? I think I remember hearing and reading that at some time. But you notice it keeps on refreshing. At the end, it's an estimate, could go lower. But let's do it. So we got $3 right now. That's pretty decent low, right? So let's confirm that at 301. We already have sand tokens. Okay. So there's our transaction, our first transaction right there. And then if we take a look at the wallet, assets, got 27 sand, and you have a, there's your wallet address. All right. So I'll do this on another window. Let's see, we're going to click on MetaMask on another screen. And we're going to say send to this address. I'm going to double check that address. All right, looks good. 27 sand. That's what we're going to send. And we're going to say next. Market is busy. So there's, looks like it estimated the gas fees for this is only $1.50, right? So $1.51, $1.52. So I think that is something that we want to be doing right there. So we're going to go ahead and say confirm on $1.50 for the sand transaction right there. And it's pending. I'm going to grab the transaction ID. That's all that's done. All right. So there we got that one too. 27 sand sent. All right, so let's see. I'm going to grab this transaction ID for you. Should be done. Should be done now. Swap TXID is that. And send TXID is this other one here. There you go. All right, Bravos. I think that's it. If you want to confirm that you got that, we can work out the details a little bit later. You're saying send me the poly address to send the sand. Yeah, we can talk about this a little bit later if you want. I wasn't sure if you were going to pay or reimburse the whole thing in DFK assets like heroes and crystal and stuff. I don't necessarily need the sand. If you are wanting to transfer the sand on the Polygon address, we can do that too. But I think right now I'm a little bit more interested in the DFK crystal, jewel, heroes, that kind of thing that you might have. I'll let you think about it a little bit. If you would prefer to cover the whole cost in DFK assets, or if you would prefer to do the 27 sand as Polygon sand and then just the gas fees and the extra overhead stuff in a DFK asset. We could do it either way. I'm open to it. I think I'm going to go and eat right now. And our Discord message, I've sent you the transaction IDs for those things so you can confirm. I would prefer that. Yes, yeah. You'd prefer which one? I will send Hero to cover. You'd prefer which method? All right, let's see. I will send the sand as soon as you send me the Matic address and then send the heroes. Okay, so the Polygon address that you would want to send that to is, let me grab that for you. This one right here. Sandbox, sand, ADDR. Is that. There you go. So I sent you the Polygon address that I use for Sandbox stuff there as well. And then a few lines above in the Discord, I've sent you the let's just say here, the DFK wallet address. I'll just paste that in again. There, you have all that right there together, concise. And like I said, we can deal with that a little bit later if you want, but they're the things. Just like I said, shoot me the transaction IDs and all that kind of stuff when you do things. Otherwise, I think we're pretty good. Enjoy your new NFT, Sandbox NFT asset. Very cool. I forget what you said that you needed that for, but tomorrow on stream, hop back in, and I'm kind of curious to hear a little bit more about what you're going to be using that for. So we can talk about that more tomorrow. Anyway, guys, it's 5:37 right now, and I am hungry. So I'm going to wrap things up here. jump off stream. You sent me the sand. Awesome. I think I could even just verify that right at this moment. Assets, sand on the Polygon network. Let's see, activity. I don't know if it's going to come through that way or not. Hero will come a bit later. Yeah. I don't know if we're in a massive rush to get it done immediately. Let's see here. Copy that address. I guess we could look for can do view account on Polygon Explorer. Is that actually gonna show me? Yeah. So then we should be able to see transactions going through here. Is it going to be under ERC20 tokens? Yeah. So is that just 25.8 sand? Not that it's too big of a deal, but as we're starting to learn a little bit about stuff, it looks like it was 25.8 sand. Anyway, man, like I said, I am headed out for dinner. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. We'll be on stream tomorrow. And yeah, Bravo, we'll get all that worked out. We'll get it all worked out. I will chat with y'all soon. Until then, rock out.